Okay, so this video is probably going to be my most important video, I think, because this video I will show you how to make the cards yourself. So, to begin with, when I first make a card, I get cardstock paper. You can see here, it's just a sheet of cardstock paper. You can buy this at local stores, Walmart, that's where I bought mine. And then other than that, you're going to need a random card from your house, any card game, and that's what you use to trace over. This right here is kind of like a template for me, and this is what I use when I first start out. So I'll put this corner to corner, and I'll just trace it out like this. And my corners are not perfect. I'll show you why it doesn't need to be perfect. And I'll do that this way, and I'll do it until I have 9 drawn out. Then I will cut them out, and what I use to cut them out is this little straight cutter thing here. You can just put the paper in there, just like that, and it just cuts in a straight line, and that's how I cut them out. I bought this at Walmart for $15 or something. So you've done that, you cut them all out, now you have this piece of paper right here. So then you can take a ruler. I'm kind of weird and I just took a random piece of paper with a thin straight line. And now we're going to draw 2 bars on the top and the bottom. So here is a bar right here. I'm going to leave about this much space. How much space you leave is totally up to you. You can leave a lot, you can leave a tiny bit. You know, for me it's just enough so you can write and so it's legible enough to read. So you put 1 line there and 1 line there, top to bottom. Typically I have a little bit more on top to bottom, but it really doesn't matter that much. And now I need to draw 1 more line. I typically have it a little bit less than half. I draw the box right here. Okay, so here is your top bar. This is where your picture is going to be. This is the description, and this is the cost, damage, and health. Up here, I'll just draw a line. Up here I'll draw a line somewhere close to the middle. It's up to you where you want to do it, but this is just kind of the format I've been doing for all my cards. Now the next part, which is probably going to be the hardest part for most, is drawing your creatures. If you want to know how I draw my creatures, every now and then I'll have an idea of what I want to do, but I've just found it so much fun to just start drawing, and the creature turns out to be whatever it is. So let's start drawing. What am I going to draw? I don't know, let's draw a big tooth right there. There's a big tooth. Alright, let's draw another one. Another big tooth. And I have no idea what I'm drawing right now. I'm just putting in teeth. Yeah, 2 teeth right there. Let's put in a jaw, like that. Let's give him a weird head like that. Looks kind of weird. Who knows what I'm drawing right now? Drawing. That to his jaw. You know what? I'm going to make his jaw kind of come down like this. And I'm going to give him a back. And hey, let's draw him a wing. Okay, here's how you draw a wing. There's the wing joints right there. The wing comes up like this, curves over, then you separate the wing to 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. And connect them. Look, there's a wing. Let's put in another wing. Let's make it go like this. Alrighty. Separate into 3 parts. It's not perfect, who cares? It still looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to put these little lines in the wing to make it look more realistic. Kind of looks like it's turning into a dragon. Let's give him those little claw things right there. I've only just barely decided I'm going to put an eyeball right there. And this, I'm going to make it its nose. That's a cool looking nose, I think. Now, let's put in an arm like this. Comes down like this. Give him a foot. Let's give him a back leg. I'm being completely random still. It's kind of fun to be random. There's his other foot right there. This one comes down, and there's a foot right there. Not perfect, who cares, we're having fun. These little lines down here to indicate his belly. And then the other thing I'm doing right here is I'm doing what's called greebling. We're just adding a bunch of noise randomly to the object. And by doing that, it makes it look more realistic. So random dots and random lines. Greebling is a pretty amazing concept. If you don't understand it, go look up greebling. It's really pretty cool. So look, there we have a creature. Looks kind of like a dragon, that's how we draw one of them. Now I'm going to draw a background. That looks pretty good right there. Maybe I'll draw a random rock right there and a rock right here. Typically when I draw things to the background, I like to keep the numbers odd. Odd numbers in art has just typically been more pleasing to the eye. So I don't draw 4 rocks, I draw 3, 5, or 7. Now I've decided I'm going to draw a secondary background. So that means a second horizon line. And behind that, I'm going to put a mountain range. Maybe the mountain range comes back up again, being completely random still. Now, I've decided to put in the sun. 5 rays. So there we have a background. Right here, I'm going to put little dashes indicating a grass field. Right here, I'm going to put in dots indicating that it's sand. And just for the fun of it, let's put a few birds in the sky. So now I've drawn the creature. Now this is my absolute favorite part, and that is coloring it. Let's make him, what color should we make a dragon? You know what? I don't think I've done a blue dragon. Let's do a blue dragon. So now I want to accentuate the lines. So that his main color, we want to outline the main lines. You can watch me here, this is what I'm doing. Oops, I'm not perfect. After you're done, mess ups seem to just vanish. I don't even know how that works. It's like watching Bob Ross. Don't make mistakes, just have happy accidents. What's kind of funny is because the first one I ever did, cards seemed to take a long time to make. Now I can whip them out in a couple minutes. The more you do, the faster you get at them. And I don't make them all at once, you know, some here, some there. Of course, lately I've been making quite a bit because I think I've gotten addicted to this. I'm having too much fun. So I've outlined the monster. I've decided I'm going to make his belly slightly yellow, adding some yellow. Now we'll color in this monster. Not too bad. I'll accentuate a few more things. And let's make his wings yellow. Not too much, not good. His mouth and his eye, ooh, let's give him a red eye. That's way too cool to pass up. Highlight a tiny bit of red to indicate there's a tongue in there. And I'll color in the top of the mouth with black, it's dark in there. Look at that, we have a monster. Now we're going to take yellow for the sand. Alright, and I'm going to make the rocks brown, and just like all the other things, I accentuate all the lines with their main color. Accentuated by outlining with brown, then lightly shade in with brown. Sand, same thing, I've accentuated the lines, lightly color in with yellow. Look at that, we've already got the sand in. Now, I'm going to be random. You know what, I'm just going to make these green right here. I could have done a yellow grass field, but I like contrasting colors. So, the field is green. Typically when you're filling something on the horizon, you want to go left to right, but I went up to down, so I broke the rules. Oh well, it makes them fun. Drawing the mountains. I was going to think about doing this as a blue sky, but now I've decided to make it a sunset sky. You see, I change my mind so much when I do this, because I'm just quick and random. In sunsets, I love purple mountains. So So I'm making the mountains purple. Accentuate the highlights, lightly fill it in. Then we're going to have a Bob Ross moment, and we're going to remember that we shade in the things that are away from the sun. This is our light source. Shade in darker the parts that are away from the sun. In my mind, this is what's away from the sun. There. Fun little purple mountains. Alright, let's color in the sun. Make it yellow. Shade yellow for the rays right there. Now, we're going to do orange first. Fill in the orange. I wonder why I'm yawning. Maybe I've done this too much. Okay. I'm going to stop right about here and not go any further because the bottom part is yellow. Fill in the rest of the yellow, then I blend those two colors, a little bit of yellow into the orange. That makes it look like a transition into a sunset. And then, just like in the horizon, it gets brighter as it gets closer to the middle of the picture. So make it dark on top, and as it color down, make it lighter and lighter. It's really funny I'm telling you all these art stuff, and I've never been an artist, I guess. Well, that's a good news for you, is if you're not an artist, you can still do this. Because I wasn't, and I still learned how to do it. Picked it up randomly. But look, now I've got a really cool looking monster. The next part is to put in the information. What are we going to call this? We're going to call it, I'm being really random, I'm just looking at it and I've decided to call it the Blue Desert Dragon. Maybe you can read that, maybe you can't. This is why I use pencil, not pen. You can erase blue, and I'm not even spelling desert right. You know, it's a good thing I'm messing up. Because now, hopefully everyone else will be comfortable if they mess up. Blue Desert Dragon. Oh, cool. Okay. Now, I got to decide what its element is. It's blue, it could be water. Maybe it's a water dragon. If it's fire, I can make it a fire element. Or if it's plant, I can make a plant element. But since this isn't a desert, I'm considering it an earth element. But you know, the middle element. Because there are 4 main elements in the game. Blue Desert Dragon, he is earth. Now, to put in the description. This is so fun because you can do all kinds of things. You can even put jokes in here if you really feel like it. We're going to say likes to eat smaller mammals. You can put something better in there, and when you're doing it, you can even make it better handwriting. This typically is good enough for me. I'm going to put in the cost, damage, and health. So now I got to decide cost, damage, and health. In the game, the damage limit is 6, and the health limit is 6, and the minimums are 1 and 1. So you can't go above that and below that. And in the future videos, when I describe how to play the game, you'll understand why it can't go above 6. So damage, I think he's a pretty hard hitter. I'm going to give him damage of 5, but maybe in my mind, this dragon is a little bit weaker, so his health isn't as good. I'm going to give him a health of 4. So typically in the game, this is a really strong, tough card. So you just watch to make a good card. Now the way the cost goes, and I do this to help balance the game, is I add up these two numbers and subtract 1. So you can see right here, 9, subtract 1 is 8. So his cost is 8. So now I've made that. The last thing to do is to put the borders in. Now if it's a fire card, I do red for the border. If it's water, I do blue for the border. If it's plants, I do green for the border. In this case it's earth, so I do brown for the border. All you're doing right here is just filling in right here the outside border. Typically a lot of other cards this is drawn in, but if you just color it in, it makes it look like it's drawn in. Doing it this way I found just saves time, and it's just a lot better, a lot more fun. Sometimes I make big borders. Look how big I just came out in that border. Sometimes I'm really thin, especially if I'm going around words. It's okay to not be exact. Once you're done with the card, you can hardly tell. And I think my color pencil is on the verge of breaking. Oh, if I didn't mention, you already saw I use color pencils to color everything. So I've done the border. Now I'm going to accentuate the lines. And there's my pencil. We'll just grab a different brown. Just accentuating the lines in the middle. Who cares if not the exact same brown? Who cares? Alright, then we have a card. Then very lightly, you fill in the boxes. Very lightly. Right here, I don't fill it in too much. I kind of make it a little jagged. I think it puts a cool design in there. Looky there, you have a blue desert dragon, just like that. And I do that for all my cards. Now, for the deck, what you put on the outside, I've seen lots of people when they do homemade cards, they laminate it, they put plastic around it. In my opinion, there's one method that's better than all the rest, and that is to get deck protector sleeves. So these ones, Ultra Pro, I got them from Hobby Lobby. You can buy them off the website. Walmart sells them off the internet. There are different colors. This one's black. There's also red. I would highly suggest you get the black because on these black ones, they have this little mark right here. I don't know if you can see it. And hopefully you're able to read that. Deck protector sleeves. I don't know how to focus. This little mark right here, and the black ones is transparent. On a lot of the other color ones, it's not. And so it'll cover up your numbers. So get the black ones so it's transparent. All you do is you take your card that you just made, you slide it right in the deck protector sleeve. Voila, look at that. We now have our own little card and we can go off and play with it. Now I will add it to my big lovely deck of cards. I have tons of cards now. I'm ready to go play a game. Anyways, that's how you make the cards. I'm probably going to mention one more thing. When I draw, I don't like pencils. I prefer these mechanical pencils because you want an even grade of lead right there. And this is the lead I got. I got both of these from Walmart. It's 0.7 millimeter and it's medium grade. You want the lead to be dark. Better to be darker than to be lighter because it looks a lot better when you're drawing if you have darker lines from the lead. Anyways, that's about all the information for now. In the future videos there'll be other little clips and more information about how I do these things, and maybe I'll even show you how to do a lot of different cards, and I can show you how I draw different animals. I'm basically better at reptiles and things like that, so I'm good at dragons and dinosaurs. I don't have a whole lot of mammals because I'm really bad at them. Dragons, mud monsters, plants, sea creatures, especially sharks and octopus. I'm pretty good at those, and so I do them. And when you make these cards yourself, you'll do what you're good at. And if you're not good at it, well, watch me when I make these videos, and hopefully I can teach you how to make your own and make them look good. So that's all that's going to be here in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you make some really awesome looking cards. Alright, have fun.